following that, O Mitissima, another motet. And this does have 3 sets of words running simultaneously. So this is a fascinating piece on a number of accounts. First off, the name. 3 texts, no, 4. The name, O Mitissima, Quanva, Virgo eg dies. The first text, and by the way, the bottom part is the Cantus Firmus, and it's just Hec dies. This is the day. It's the old Gregorian chant. We'll see. The second text added above is the duplicate, the duplum, the duo, and that is the Virgo text, the Virgin of Virgins, Light of Lights, etc. The top part called the triplum, the third part added, also called the motetus, O Mitissima, O Sweetest Virgin Mary. So all 3 are religious so far, except the second time through, alternate text, Quanvois. Mon Dieu, when I see returning the summer season, and all the little birds make the woods resound, then I weep and sigh for the great desire which I feel for fair Marion, who has imprisoned my heart. Totally secular. Was this done in the church? Mon Dieu. The bottom part, the tenor, the cantus firmus, the held part, based on Hec dies. Only the first phrase, which is the phrase we saw with Léonin et Perrotin, was troped, turned into harmonie, and we remember the original chant as and often this is performed by just holding this, not repeating those 3 C's. Well, here's what is going to be done with it. Oh, there it is, the bottom part. It has been rhythmicized, a rhythmic cutting, the talia, and it is just long, rest, long, short, long, rest. And that's the rest of the rhythms throughout. The color, the pitch cycle will be all of those pitches, but something a little different. And notice it has the B flat in the key signature. The other 2 parts do not have that. That was also true of Perrotin. Oui! All right, let's see what goes on here. 2 times through. So notice in the original chant there were 3 notes. They're often performed just as held, but these people knew there were 3 notes, and so when they troped it, they used those 3 notes. Going on and A. That's a little different at the end, right? It breaks the long, long, short, long, 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 short, long, 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 short, long, 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 short, long, long, long at the end. And we have a total of 14 measures. Also, the original chant, basically the pitches were the original ending from the A, G, A, G, A. Now, A, G, G, A. Still 6 notes, but 2 G's towards the end, when it should have been 2 A's toward the end. What gives? We don't know. Upper part, once more, we have this composite melody. What you really hear is always listening to the top voice as follows. A, G, G, A, G, G, A, B, C, B, A, and so on. And in terms of harmony, power chords again. And despite the key signature and the traditional modes like Perrotin, this is really in A minor and A Phrygian with the B flat there. So it's A, it's A minore in the upper parts and in the lower parts with this. Wonderful. Power chord drops down to the next power chord. Great. Again, coming up like this is wild. And we have a diminished triad here. Just happens. Whoops. I don't think we've talked about this. Major triad, major third, perfect fifth, minor triad, minor third, perfect fifth, and diminished triad, minor third, diminished fifth. And this is being done now, well, down here. So what would we call that? Second inversion. First inversion, take that up an octave. Second inversion, take that up an octave. And we were down here for that. Wow! Then beyond that, we were on this power chord. We go back to this one. Oblique motion. Minor third, just in passing. The perfect consonances happen on important downbeats and the imperfect and dissonant intervals on upbeats mostly. Back to here. And now, this wonderful thing, and I will need both hands. Well, I'll keep trying with one. It's a stretch. The tritone with an octave below, and we are definitely in the A minor here rather than A Phrygian. Triplet in the middle part. Roughly. Voila. Está uno, otro, hombre, renaissance antes de tiempo is another renaissance, man before his time. It's Alfonso el Sabio, Alfonso the Wise, heard here in a composizione in C mixolydian. So te la so fa re mi do do. Heard here in this early manifestation of elude becoming the lute. While in Italy, Tommaso Aquino, that would be St. Thomas Aquinas, composes his famous Pangalingua, the singing tongue, which will be used as a cantus firmus mass, much later by Josquin de Pré in the Renaissance, as this piece is in E Phrygian, with almost a little blues in it. Do, do, ra, do, te, fa, sol. And I do not know why the cow horn she will not play the notes, but it is perhaps because there are no finger holes, and the cow horn as a fingered hold instrument is probably the ancestor of all the lippers brass instruments as heard here in the music of Gilbert de Bernville from the cold country of northern coastal France. And finally, yet one more trope of Kyrie 4, this from England. And how many have we had? Goodness, the original Kyrie eleison, troped with words as omnipotens genitor Deus, troped as omnipotens genitor Deus, and slowed down tenor style in Spain as potens. And now, I say, with a dissonance on the downbeat. First and second species counterpoint. And this will not be the end of it. Not quite yet. Oh no. Rex Virginum amator Deus Mariae electus, eleison, qui desir per regia producis Maria. Pipe and tabor music goes back to the Crusades, and it is still heard in England to the present day. The pipe and the tabor are both situated in the left hand, while the drum is beaten with the right, as heard here. Finishing with not Ars Antiqua, but Ars Nova, and this is one incredible new art. The new art tends to be more complicated in terms of note values and also rhythmic structure. The phrases above in the two upper parts are different than the expanding bass line. But we have that kind of having my baby sort of situation. We're going to have a statement from the male point of view. Robin and Marion, the typical medieval pastoral shepherd and shepherdess couple, and Marion is sneaking away from her old husband, probably Gurin, and Robin is meeting at the mill, and they're going to go to the mill for a grinding, and it is a double entendre. And from Robin's point of view, yeah, he's a stud muffin, and from Marion's point of view, it's like, nothing special. Couldn't even last a distance. And underneath, a bass line that may be referencing the Virgin Mary. Unbelievable.
Clap,